Hello, my name is Sean Pumper. Um, I've also gone by the name Willow. Um, where to start? I grew up in Northfield, Minnesota. Uh, quiet, um, liberal town in southeast Minnesota. This is difficult to tell because a number of factors. Trauma related to my upbringing and trauma related to the last 3 years, which has been incredibly difficult. I did my first prison sentence in the last 3 years, and lost two people I loved, and have Haley next to me um, for support, my current and most supportive person in my life, as well as her mom. Um, I believe I've been the victim of targeted harassment, um, and I believe the only way to prevent this bullying is to tell my story, and I believe this is related to either a physical conflict I had with um, my first related to my relationship with Catherine Palmer. Um, I admit that I was in the wrong in the way I reacted to uh, finding out about infidelity. I had also just suffered a traumatic brain injury and was relearning to walk, and had some occupational therapy to learn how to talk again too. This might seem a little disjointed, but after the kind of harassment I've experienced today, I just feel the need to speak out. Um, and in really over the last 2 years, um, I've been outspoken. I think there are a number of things that could have made me a target for this. I've been outspoken politically. Um, I have been a street guy, a drug user, a music maker. I'm not perfect, but I don't believe that the harassment I've received as a result of these things is in proportion to the wrongs I've done. Um, I also have never got to tell my side of the story in what happened with Emma Blacklan. Um, After prison, I didn't know what to do, didn't know whether I should continue my relationship with Haley or start new. I was trying to start new. I just didn't know. I was in a halfway house. I was playing around with a lot of ideas. This was in 2020, I believe, the start of COVID. Um, and I believe this is why a lot of this is what went unchecked too, is because COVID has kind of turned a lot of people um, inwards instead of speaking out. Um, Sorry, that's not the most eloquent way of putting it, but um, I carried, I found Emma with um, multiple um, cuts in her wrist on our bathroom floor before the weekend started, sometime late 2019, early 2020, when we had an apartment in Burnsville. Carried her to my car and brought her to the hospital, the nearest hospital in Burnsville. Um, Afterwards, I didn't do the right thing. She was in the care of the hospital at the time, but um, there was there was nothing I could do. And when they let her out, to my knowledge, she ate her remaining medication, and I didn't know the seriousness at the time, but we took an Uber to my car, and she collapsed. In my cowardice, um, I ran from my problem, and clearly that wasn't the right decision, but um, Emma ended up passing away. Was this my fault? It's something I wrestle with every day. Uh, was there um, any uh, deeper wrongdoing on my part? No. This is honest and 100% truth. I feel like I have nothing to hide at this point. It was one cowardly move, but I couldn't control the actions uh, before that day. I couldn't control what she had decided to do once she got out of the hospital. I recall telling the hospital to hold her because I feared for her safety, and that wasn't um, their prerogative, and that's been my experience with mental health and hospitalization. Is they don't keep you regardless of the state you're in. As for Catherine Plummer, I went and tried to get help in California. She went her separate way. But I don't, and later suffered an overdose. I don't believe this is due to a traumatic or unloving relationship. Quite the opposite. I believe this is due to some deep-seated issues she had, as well as anything she may have suffered during our relationship. My vision reflecting backwards isn't 100% perfect, but I tried my best in her sobriety to keep her safe, and I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry to anyone that I might have hurt along the way, but I just don't believe that a person deserves this kind of harassment if this is if I'm on the right track and the either of these instances are the reason I have been a quote unquote targeted individual. I haven't been able to find any good information because I think a lot of people are scared and a lot of people are in the dark. But I see groups, I see um, people speaking out about harassment they've received, and I believe me and a number of other people um, have received the same. Um, and years of harassment just I'm going on 11 minutes, but I isn't the right way to go about this. Um, if anyone has any question as to what happened, I, I'd be more than happy to address that publicly if need be. But the secrecy and um, public shaming isn't the right course. So I have Haley with me as a witness. Thank you.